Welcome back to Sampstra Games, the place to find new strategy games, and it's time to check out Ostriv again. This is one of the best city builders. It's currently in early access and it's made just by one guy. There's a lot of really interesting, unique features. One of the main ones is that each family has its own money and they need to manage it to survive, and also that men and women have different jobs, which can make it quite difficult because you have to make sure that you have enough jobs for everybody so that the families can stay. And they just had a brand new update in April 2021 where you can build new houses without gardens, or your regular houses now have gardens, which means that they will be able to grow their very own food, which I think is quite cool. Now I have a lot of Let's Plays for this game, so we're not going to go over all the basics here because I'm assuming that you maybe watched some of the other ones. But we're definitely going to check this out. Now, I picked this map. We're going to start over here. I don't think we've ever played over here. I do like this little area with the river around it. So I think we're just going to start here. We're going to place a camp location. Oh, this is inaccessible. Okay. Place a little camp. Alright, so this is our camp. You can see our people here moving around. You can also follow them if you wanted to. So you could watch the person. See what they do. Okay, gonna have to zoom out a little bit. Let's follow this person instead. Now we have Claudia Schwitz, and we can here see where she lives, and then if she had a job, where she works. Now, one of the most important part at the beginning is to make sure that everybody has a place to live. So we want to build a house. In order to build a house, you're gonna need planks, nails, clay, and some thatch for a roof. So you can hover over here, you can see what we currently have, but we also got to make sure that we can build enough. So first thing I want to build is I want to try to get a forestry so that I can get some wood. So I'm going to place a forestry over here, kind of near these trees. And some of the men are going to come here and start building it. So you can see that automatically they're assigned here to be builders. Now what's really cool in this game is that they have to carry things, and they actually have to build these carts to carry stuff around with. So let me follow one of these men and we can watch him take the stuff from their storage. So you can see he's probably, is he going to be taking the planks? Yeah, he's going to be grabbing some of the planks, putting it in here and carrying it over. And I love how much detailed this game is, how it's kind of making sure that you can see every little step. And it's just, this game is just so beautiful and so well thought out. And it's made by one guy, which I think is kind of mind-blowing. And you can see here, this guy's also carrying some carts. So he's carrying nails in these little boxes. And then if you look at construction, you can actually see what you need. So you need wood, nail. Once it's all carried, there's a little bit of time work where they're kind of constructing it, and then you have another time of carrying things on. Now we're gonna let them do it, and we're also going to focus on building some other things. So this is gonna give us some wood. Next thing we're gonna need to build a clay pit. Now I do like having the clay pit kind of in the middle. We can later move it if need to, or destroy it and build a new one, but I think right now I'm gonna build it here because that's where we're gonna have most of the houses. So this is immediately finished, so if we need clay we can just go there and grab it. Next thing we need to build is we need to get the thatch. For this we need thatchery. This is really good because thatchery allows women to work here. So this is going to allow you to give your women some job. And this is a really important part of the game. I actually think I'm going to have the opening kind of towards the city. So I'm going to place it maybe over here. I don't remember if the thatcher needs to be close to the thatch. I actually don't think it needs to. I think this is kind of like where they store the place. So you might want to have it near the clay pit and near the houses. So we're going to try it this way. And here you can see the queue where we're kind of setting up in what order we want to build things. I'm going to speed this up a little bit, and we're going to allow 2 more men to work here. So now we've got 7 men working over here, and this is sort of in queue, so this is going to work on later. You can also now build new buildings, which will allow you to have more builders. But obviously in order to build the building it would take us a while, so we're not going to do it just yet. But we can watch them carry it and build. Now because this is a bit further away from the home, it's going to take them a little bit longer. But they should be able to build, and we can watch this, which I think is amazing. Yeah, so we're going to have our forestry over here. Now once we have the forestry, clay pit, and thatchery, we have kind of everything except nails. So in order to get nails, you're going to need a smithy. which will allow you to turn iron into nail. But that's, I think we kind of have time for that because we currently have 1,400 nails. In order to build a house, we only need 90, so we have enough. So I don't think we're going to worry about that right now. Now we can build a village house with a garden or without a garden, which I think is pretty cool. So I think we're going to build our very first house right next to the clay pit. Actually, maybe we should build a house without the garden first. Ooh, I love that. That's so cool. And we can fit so many of these in here. Let's build a one house like this. And then one house sort of in the opposite direction, so they can have like back to back. Almost like a shared wall, so it's almost like a... I think it's called duplex in English? Like a double house? The house that kind of shares one wall. I think that's cool. I love that. And then what I love to do in this game, right next to it, we're going to build a big house with a garden. But we're going to have some space in between. So as you might have noticed, there's no pathing in this game. Or you don't build paths. The game builds paths by itself. Based on how people can... Oh, we can have a birdhouse now? And we can place a gazebo. We're gonna do these things a little bit later, but yeah. So we almost finished the forestry. So what I'm gonna do once it's done is I'm actually gonna set up one or two... Actually, you need to have 2 men working here. And the reason for that is because you need them to be able to carry the trees that you chop. So that's why if you just have one, it's saying not enough workers to chop trees because we need that second person. We've got Opana Zozulia working here, but that's not quite enough. We need one more. He can, he might be able to chop the trees, but he can't carry them around. I think he actually needs to. So we're actually gonna fire one person from here and say, hey, go work there so that we can have enough workers. So hopefully he'll go and work there. Come on. Yeah. So Nazari and Opanas are now working here together. And before winter we need to build 9 houses. We have set up stuff for 3, but we're not quite there. So can't find wood anywhere. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we definitely need people working here. So we're actually going to allow up to 5 men to work here so that we can get the logs a little bit quicker. And again, you can watch them sort of cut it and then they're going to carry it in pairs over here. Now once we have it here, we actually only get wood. We don't actually need firewood right now, so we're going to focus on getting mostly regular wood. So we've got logs that we turn to wood. You could also make firewood, which we are obviously going to need for winter, but right now I want them to focus on actually making the wood that we can use to build these this hatchery. You can see we need 800 wood, which we're waiting for right now. Yeah, we already have some wood, so they're taking it and they're carrying it away, as you can see over here. Now, next we're gonna need to build something that makes us food. So at the start of the next spring, we can build like farms, but what we could also try to do is we could try to build a fishery, which would allow us to get some food before this winter ends. So I would like to do it. I don't know if we should focus on the houses a bit more. Typically, I like to focus on the houses a bit more, but I think we might be able to get away with... Actually, maybe not, because with the fishing rod, you do have to build the boats. So actually, it's probably not going to be good enough. As for a chicken coop and things like that, that's something you can do, but another thing to keep in mind is that it will... You need to get the chicken, and for that you need trade, which again is something that you can do immediately. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 houses set up over here, and you can see that we finished this. Now we're gonna set some women to work here. What you can do in the higher option, you can say I don't want men to work in the hatchery. I want only women to work in. This will allow me to give 4 women a job. This is going to be really important because in order for the families to make enough money, they need to have enough income. So for example, we could look at this tent of the Perideri family. We can see that they make monthly income of 6.25 gold. This is the stuff they have at home. The game starts you off with really good resources for the first winter, so they have enough variety in food like that. The game actually does care about variety of food, not just the fact that they have enough food, and they also have a child that they need to provide for. You might find other families with a lot more children or no children, so if they have no children, they'll be able to make a little bit more money. If they have a lot of children, they're obviously gonna have less money, and etc. I am kind of curious which family is going to get this house. You can also look up here and see how many men and women are out of a job. So you can see that currently 5 women are looking for a job, and we have 3 open vacancies for men. who could get a job, but we don't just have enough men. We can also later, once we have enough houses, we can build new houses which will allow new people to come in. So you can see that right now we're working on this very first village house. We're building the walls. I've got to say, this is just such a beautiful game. Oh, and we can see them building the inside a little bit as well. Chimney over here. It's just so pretty. You just kind of try to look at it from the side. It's gonna be so cool. This is our very first house without a garden. First part of our duplex. We'll see which two families live so close together. Ah, we can't finish it now because we need more wood. Yeah, okay. We might forbid few more men from working as builders because they just don't have the wood. So we really need more people to be working here. Now we can set up here whether we want to move resources by cart or wagon. We obviously don't have a wagon right now, but later on we might be able to build some which will allow us to do that. Okay, I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. I'm gonna set up the rest of the houses, I think. So we've got, so what you can do here is you can also kind of connect up. I quite like that. So we're gonna build another kind of a tiny house, but still with a little bit of a garden. And then I'm gonna have a few more houses here. How could I build it? We're gonna have one house like this. One house in the opposite direction. And I was wondering if I can stick like 3 houses, but I can't. So we're just gonna have a house that's kind of looking... Actually, maybe not in the opposite direction, but let's just look to the side. Because I don't know, I might later on want to build... I want to build like a set of houses that are kind of looking this way. So we're gonna build it like this. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need one more house. So the last house actually is going to be another one of these small ones. We're going to build it right next to the forestry so that whoever wants to work here is going to have like their very own house. Like so. Like that. So now we have all of the houses set up. Now which family is going to live? Oh, the Peridary family. This is great because they're the ones we looked at first. And we can see that he's working at the camp center. So he's essentially like the leader of the village. And then she's working at the hatchery. So I found that there's a lot of favoritism here, where usually the man who works at the camp center, his wife gets the job first. If you look over here, she's the one who gets the first job, which I guess kind of makes sense. Would expect it. Yeah, so they have pretty good wealth, 20, it's kind of okay. We'll see whoever gets the next set of jobs. Now, after we're done with the houses, I would like to start focusing on building a boat yard. Because you're gonna need the boats to be able to build the fisheries. Fishing games. Actually, I might set up the boat even after the second set of houses. Again, this is a little risky because we might not be able to finish the houses in time. And then the families will leave, so that's clearly very bad. But I'm feeling a little risky today. But I want to live! Please! I know, you know, we are the Shvets, we have such a bad luck, we always get the houses last, so please focus on it. Don't worry, man, it's gonna be fine. Just trust in the Predatory family. We already have a house! I know, but it's gonna be okay. And you can see how the houses are a little bit different, and this is another cool thing about this game, like there's already variety. Just between these houses, you're gonna see a slight difference. I do wonder who's gonna get this sort of good house over here. Yeah, so they're building the boatyard now, then they're gonna focus on the houses, and we're gonna send a few men to work there. Now, how much wood do we have? 11,000. So we should start working on the firewood as well. I'm gonna set the 5,000, and we might just leave 2 men to work here now, because if you look at this, we just have enough wood, so we don't need to worry so much about getting it. Actually, maybe we should leave it to 10,000 firewood. So 2 men should be enough right now. Right. So how are we looking with the boatyard? So we can actually allow more builders to work here if we have them. We have 2 people over here. Another way to make sure that people will work where you want them to is you can increase the amount of money you pay them over here. So we're gonna have 1 person. I think 1 person is enough for a boatyard. They can build a boat by themselves. That's good. But we should also build the fishing dock. So we're gonna build it right next door. Okay, maybe not like Yeah, right next door, like so. And we're gonna again give it a priority. I know, I shouldn't. But I forgot about the fact that you can set up in the boat here, you can't set them up to make the boat unless you have an order. And we need the fishing dock to have the order. Yeah, one more person, please go. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna increase the wage to 110%. And this should make sure that that 2 people are always working here, because the builders, they're not getting nearly as much money. You can also, oh, no, I didn't mean to. Oh, okay. Set up a new fishing dock again. That was a mistake, obviously. Can I undo this? No. Okay, so let's build another fishing dock. We'll build it on the other side then. It's fine. And we'll put a priority on it again. I didn't mean to click demolish, obviously. But they do keep the resources. They can take them and move them over there if need be. So he's hopefully going to carry them in this area. And the same for this piece of wood. So that's okay. We are in June now. And we do have some time. We have 2 houses fully set up. And we're going to work on the rest. Got our boatyard, and we're going to work on our fishing dock. Now, once we have enough food and stuff to sell, what we want to do is we want to build market stall, which allow us to sell stuff like firewood. So I'm actually going to place the first market stall. Now remember, most of our houses is a kind of pathway through here. So I think we're going to have a first market stall maybe in this area. Like once the camp center is going to move around, this is going to be like the new center. And you can set up, I'm only going to allow women to work here, but I will allow laborers to help out to carry things. So we're going to have 1 worker working here, and we can say, hey, I want you to sell... Oh, is firewood not an option? It seems like firewood is automatic now. Okay, so we're going to just sell fish once... Oh yeah, firewood, I see it here, so it's not automatic. Sorry about that. And fish once we have some. It's interesting, even with the increased money, like people don't want to work. I guess it's hard work. I wouldn't think that being working at the forester is more difficult than being a builder. It's like, I guess it's not a favorite job for most people. Here in the camp center, you can look at the economy and population. If we have a town hall, we can set up how much money we're paying to who. But I do want to show you some of these other buildings. Again, this might not be the best thing to build from the beginning, but I do want to show it off. So one of the new buildings is we get a lot of new decorations, so we can build these gazebos. I'm going to build this gazebo too, and we're going to build it over here, right next to the market stall, so people can kind of relax and rest over there. We also have a lot of really cool decoration. For example, this birdhouse. I have to build a birdhouse. Maybe near these houses. In front of this house, I have a birdhouse like so. I don't know if the birds are actually going to come to it. And we're also going to build a couple of maybe benches. Like near this house. We want this house to be like comfortable, even though it doesn't have a garden. It's like, it doesn't have a garden, so everybody's garden is this house garden. Maybe a couple more decorations. Maybe we could build another bench. Maybe a couple of pine trees over here. And you can see that immediately they're coming to their little beautiful bench outside. Now another thing we can build is we can have a platform so they can walk towards the water. Like so. If you wanted to allow them to do that, we could. Say, hey, you can walk towards... like this. The platform very weirdly oriented. Now we're going to ask for 3 boats, and we're going to send 1 man to work here and build a boat. So we're going to forbid a couple of builders to ensure that they go and they work over here. Yeah, no boatyard worker to build a boat, but they should be able to set that up soon. And they're going to work over here. Now we do have a well. The sort of like beginning well over here. We could later move it around if we wanted to a bit more to our center, which is going to be over here, but that's fine. So we still don't have a worker here, so we need to send a few more men away from here. So we've got 1 person working at the forestry, but obviously we still need that second one, and hopefully soon 1 worker working in the boatyard. Yeah, so we're gonna have to send 1 more worker away, like, hey, go work at the boatyard, please. He'll go soon enough. He doesn't want to, but he'll go. Who is it? Yevhen Taranets. I hate building boats. I want to build houses like my father. Oh, too bad. Where do you live, man? Oh, he still builds in a tent. Okay. With this vice Paraska who is unemployed. She wants to build boats, but in this day and age, that's not allowed. So she always comes up with plans for the boats at home, and he's always so mad because he already hates boat building, and now she's telling him how to do it. I know how to build this stupid boat, just leave me alone. But I have this great idea, like this could be almost like a yacht. What is a yacht? Well, it's a much prettier boat if you just build it according to my specifications. I'm sure people will love it. I'm trying to build a fishing boat, okay? Alright, I can't really see him much, but that's okay. Yeah, but he's gonna build it and then he's gonna carry it over to the fishing house. Alright, now, people are working on this. Oh, yeah, I didn't realize we're so weirdly oriented. Oh man, the architect of this village. Who is the main builder? Oleg Malatich. I just prefer curves and no straight lines. It's just so boring when everything is done with a straight line. You gotta have it organic, you know? Just looks so much better. Just look at it. I'm gonna orient the camera in a weird way as well, so it looks a little less ridiculous. I can't believe I messed that up this way. Oh well, whatever. It happens. It's fine. It's just with this path here, it just looks so ridiculous. Alright, so we're gonna speed this up a little bit. We're building our beautiful... And I do love that the people are kind of using this bench here. I'm excited for the gazebo, where people are going to go in as well, but we don't want to do that just yet. How are you doing with your boat? Did you finish your first boat? Yeah, he finished his first... No, he didn't. Okay, he's still working on it. We need wood. Do we have enough wood? Yeah, we have 12,400 wood, so we should be fine. So once he finishes the boat, he should be able to carry it to the fishing dock, hopefully. I'm gonna go there and look at it once that's done. But right now, okay, we finished another house for the Schwetz family. See, I told you you would get lucky. I even gave you the house with the beautiful garden. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We didn't think you would be so kind. I'm so sorry about everything I said. And I do love it that the Schwetz family get the best house. Because like you know, the leader, the manager of this little village, he's not living in the best house. It's the Schwetz. He's trying to help out those people that had it rough before, like the Schwetz. We don't want to talk about the palace. Let's just focus on our beautiful house. I mean, it's a really pretty house, I gotta say. Who's working at the market, by the way? Opana Zozulia. Wait, why is a guy working at the market? How dare you? Oh no, I said only men. I meant only women. Okay, Oksana Hornish. Okay. How dare you. Do I have now not a space for one man? Because sometimes it happens when you when you're kind of forbidding the builders to work at spaces. How many men do I have? I have 9 men. 3 are working as builders. 2 at the forestry, that's 5. 1 in the boatyard, that's 6. What are the other 3 men doing? Like, come on. Work. No lazing around, people. No, I always do too much and then they refuse to build. Go work at the forestry. Hey man, did you build the boat yet? I'm working on it, okay? Could you just stop yelling at me? I feel like it's a different guy. Is it the same guy? I guess it's the same guy. Yeah, so now he's gonna go and he's gonna bring it over. Beautiful. Now this is, it's actually the 2nd boat already. You know what? Make the 3rd boat. No, actually I'm gonna let 1 man work here at the fishing dock. So... hopefully the Terranid guy will finish the boat before he starts working somewhere else. Alright, it's August and we need 6 more houses. So this is where we went a little risky. But I have faith in my guys. They can do it. I really hope. We might actually take some people away from this, from the forestry. 4,800 wood. Yeah, but right now we need them to make the wood as well. But it should be fine. This is our 2nd house with the big garden. I do hope that we have it set up properly. I think we do. But this is our 2nd. Ooh, this is interesting. What is this? Got these little... Oh, they have bees, I guess. It looks like. Or something. Not really sure what they have in these little things. But it looks maybe like they're taking care of bees or something. And they can actually grow food that they will later sell at the market. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so this is 1 more house, 2, 3. Wait, it's only 3 more houses, so we need to set up 2 more houses? I thought I was done with the houses. Oh no, there's 1 more house here. So we need 1 more house. So I'm gonna build a village house. Can I put it here in between these? I was kind of hoping I could fit it in here. So let's build a house. Where's the opening for the house? Kind of here, like right next to this boatyard. So like whoever is working at the fishing dock, or okay, so we're down here, so we're gonna kick him out, and hopefully he's going to go and work at the fishing dock or become the builder. That has always been his dream, so I'm gonna allow that as well. If you want to be a builder, man, I'm gonna let you. No, okay. Look, I hate boats, and I've been always honest about it, but my wife, she just loves them. So I thought maybe if I work at the fishing docks, I could take her for a ride. It's kind of romantic too. No, I'm coming around to it. Love you so much. Yeah, man. I love you so much too. What's the name of his wife? Paraska. I love you too. See? She's just a nice guy. And you know, maybe sometimes he goes to the boatyard and tries to build that little yacht for his wife, but that's still a work in progress. It's a little early. Right now he's just focusing on making food for some— oh, he left the job. I guess he didn't last all that long in that job. Where are you working now, man? Oh. Okay. I couldn't do it. It was just too hard. I hate those boats too much. I'm sorry. I tried. Okay. That's fine. I love you anyway. He tried. That's all that matters. I'm excited for the gazebo, but I can't tell them to make the gazebo before they finish these houses. Alright, it's September. We need 4 more houses. How much wood do we have? 13,000. We need 4,000, so that's enough for 3 houses. So I guess once they finish this house, I might actually take the people away from the forestry and tell them all to become builders. Because I feel like that would be helpful. So they can leave the forest and start working here if they want. Because we really gotta make sure. October and November, you can even build in winter. It's just if the tents are not built, the families will leave. It's not that bad, because at the start of the next spring, the new families will come in if you have enough food. But yeah, I would like it if we could build it all in time. We'll see. I mean, they are working hard on it. I don't know if I think the houses take the same amount of time to build regardless whether they have a garden with the fence or not. So I don't think we get any kind of like a bonus from that. Okay, the Tyrannus family got a house. That's cool. So they're very happy about it. Alright, 3 more. And we have a set up house here, here, and over there. Okay, that's good. And we need to set that last house before any of the gazebo and the platform. Gotta be a priority. Honestly, I don't know, but I don't think we'll make it. The fishing dock, we built that too soon. We shouldn't have done that, and the boatyard. But I like to live dangerously, honestly. And it's a bit fun for me because I've already done in the previous Let's Plays, already focused on the house only, so I feel like, you know, it's time to do other things. And I've gotta say, these houses, this is interesting. There's like this hole here around the foundation of the house. Gotta be a bit more careful there. We can't really build anything inside there. We could try to build some bushes so we don't have to look at it, but there maybe we could build like ash trees so that we don't have to look at it like this. We'll build like a couple ash trees over here. Oh, it's gonna take forever before they grow. Okay. Alright, it's October! And we still need 3 houses. Man, a lot of families are going to leave. Who is at risk of leaving? Anybody we know? Zozulia family? That's the woman here. No, that's not the woman. Klochko family with 2 kids. Oh, it's gonna be rough if they're the ones who have to move out. And the Maletic family. Okay. So we'll see who gets the house. I think one of them are not gonna make it. Would be my guess. The Maletic family moved in. So we still have Klochko and Zozulia. And now we've got this house. Yeah, they're gonna walk out. I hope that those that have the... Okay, so these guys moved in. Good. No, these guys. I hope that the Klochko family moves in because they're the ones that have 2 kids. I mean, the Zozolia family also have 1 child, but it's only 1 versus 2. So... Well, let's see. If I tell you how many builders we have, all except 1. So if I tell you to stop working, do we have enough wood? We do. So if I tell one of you to stop working, is that going to help out? The problem is that we just don't really have all that many carts. So I don't think it's going to be that helpful, even if we try to send more men there. I mean, they can carry the things with their hands, but it's not as cool as if you have a cart. So I'm going to try to make sure that they work on it, but... Like I said, I don't have particularly high hopes for this. Well, only one of these families will make it through, and I'm kind of curious which one. Now, later on, what we want to start building is we want to start building a farm. This is something we're going to do once we're done with the houses. So we're going to build a farm here, and this is going to allow us to get food and set up fields and things like that. But, yeah, right now it's just the race. The winter race. It's always the beginning of each Ostriv game. It's like the winter race, whether you'll make it or not. How much food did we get, by the way? I don't think we got much. Because now all the men are working here. Alright, so this one's finished, but the next one is not going to be finished in half a month. Okay, the Klochko family, so it's the Zozulia family that's not going to make it. And the guys working in concession is going to be like, I'm going to try to make it. Make enough food for us. Oh, they have to pay land tax now. That's pretty cool. Like, they're gonna try. But then they have like half a month. And I think it takes them like over a month to finish it, so... Let's see. Yeah. But I'm rooting for them so hard. Like, come on, boys. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, a stone mining camp. That's new as well. I don't think we had that before. Saddlery, that's cool. You can get horse stack from leather and metal parts. You could have horses. So this would allow us to build wagons, which would be quite useful. Construction office allows us to get additional workers, but we don't need that right now. Because we don't even have like that many more men. It's just... Yeah, we're halfway through the build. We only have like a few days. Yeah, winter come. Winter's gonna come too soon. Come on, man, hurry! Hurry. They're gonna walk away. Just if they only lasted a few more days in the tent. But at least in spring, they're gonna come inside and come on. It's so close. It's so close. Come on, please make it. Come on. No, they're gonna move out. Didn't make it. Like they're still, I think, leaving, but yeah, and the house is down now, but it's dead. Okay, so now we're gonna have to start working on the farm. So we're gonna build a farm somewhere a bit further from the city. So I'm thinking, let's build a farm over here. And we're going to allow more people to work here, mainly because the men just don't have anything else to do because we're not done with the farms. So this is going to allow us to build the farm here. And once the farm is done, we're going to be able to set up our field and things like that. I would also like possibly another fishing dock. Because what I like to do in summer, I like to have my men build things in winter. And then in summer, they're going to mostly focus on things like fishing to make sure that we have enough food. So I think one more fishing dock could work. And then we'll let them make a few more boats in winter, in summer. And then lastly, what I'd like to do is I would like to build a trading post, because trading post will allow us to trade. But more importantly, it will allow us to get things like, for example, chicken from other traders. So where is that? Transport, we need trading posts. Trading posts are really big. And you don't, I'm gonna build them over here, I think. Maybe like that. But yeah, the priority right now is obviously on the farm, because that's what you're gonna need the most. Oh, and I did want to show you the gazebo, so once they build it, we can look at it. And we just didn't make it back 3 days. I think they were still like in the sight of the village when we finished that house. They were like, no, we don't trust you to take care of us anymore. Yeah, let's put it at the fastest speed. So I don't think anybody's gonna go at the gazebo right now or inside, but we also finished this platform here where you can go to get food. We do have the well here, so I guess we don't really need to go back there, but... And with the farms, once it's built, you need to set up the fields. I like to have only women working in the farm, but then you can have men help out as laborers. It's gonna be pretty important. And another thing we were gonna need soon is we need to... Okay, we only have 30 nails, so actually this is something we might need to do like right now. We need to build smithy. No. Yeah, smithy. And we need to put a priority actually on the smithy over everything else, because we need it in order to be able to build the... to make more nails. But I actually think that this is a good time to end the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, write down in the comments and let me know if you'd like a longer Let's Play on this game or not. Or you can watch out my other Let's Plays that I've played on Ostriv already. I'll see you there. Bye bye!